Hi, everyone. It's Latanya Carmouche, your personal development life coach. I am here to empower you and provide you with helpful tips that will help you rewrite the script of your life. This week, we are discussing how to identify and overcome limiting beliefs the easy way. Limiting beliefs can show up in some of the strangest places. We may be successful in so many areas in our life that we don't realize that there could be a limiting beliefs running in the script of our mind that's affecting the way that we see ourselves and the way that we see other people. Some of these limiting beliefs stem from our childhood. Perhaps you went out for a softball team. You tried out for the softball team and you just weren't great at softball. You didn't make the team. And then our parents or the coaches or whomever told us, you're not really great at this. Well, we run that script over and over in our minds, so much so that it becomes just a part of us. And in our adulthood, or the older we get, that script is still running in our mind and we don't even realize it. But the challenge with that script running is, rather than it saying, hey, you're no good at softball, it tells us that you're no good. So it blocks us from wanting to try and step out of the box to do different things that's out of our comfort zone. An example that I use often is writing a book. When I first wrote my book and people found out about it, I heard so many people say, wow, you wrote a book? I could never do that. Well, how do you know? There's a limiting belief that is blocking them because they've never even tried. Or another example would be when I was doing public relations for celebrities, people would often tell me or ask me, how do you function around these, Grammy Award winners or NBA players? How do you function around these people? As if they weren't human just like us. But there's a limiting belief that was running in their mind, in their script that they play for themselves, telling them you're not good enough to even be around a certain caliber of people, when that is not true at all. We're all created equal. Some of us are great at this thing and others are great at that thing. Stop the limiting beliefs from running in your mind and from stopping you from stepping out of the box to do something outside of the norm, out of the ordinary. Now, having limiting beliefs is our mind way of keeping us comfortable and protecting us, right? Our mind doesn't want us to experience hurt or rejection or failure. But in order to learn and see if you can do a thing, or even to get in a position where you can practice and become great at a thing, you have to at least try, right? So how do you stop running the scripts of limiting beliefs from playing over and over in your mind? Well, there's 4 tips for you. 1, you have to be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of what you're thinking. And when an opportunity or something that's out of the norm arises and presents itself to you, when you find yourself immediately thinking, well, I can't do that, or they won't accept me there, or I can't say that, change the thought, change the narrative. You have the power to change the narrative of the script that is running in your mind. And when you acknowledge that it's a negative, limiting belief that you're telling yourself, just put a stop to it immediately on purpose. Be mindful of what you are thinking about and be intentional about what you're saying to yourself. Number 2, making an effort to be more positive and loving to yourself, right? Remind yourselves of some of the accomplishments that you have made, even if it's something like you drove from your home to work. That's an accomplishment. You successfully navigated a vehicle from point A to point B. That's an accomplishment. So now what else can you do that's outside of the norm, that's outside of the box, right? Number 3, make it a goal to be more kind and forgiving to yourself. We are some of the best friends in the world to other people, but the worst friends to ourselves. The way we speak to ourselves and the way we are unforgiving towards ourselves is we would never treat anyone else like that. You would never call a friend to bash them or to make them feel bad about a thing. So why do you do it to yourself? Stop talking to yourself in such harsh and unforgiving ways. Be a friend to yourself first. And our details about this topic are to see some of our other blogs. Please visit us at ltce.info. Don't forget to share and leave a comment. Thanks. I'll see you next time.